Hi, this is Dr. Letitia Wright, and you're watching the Right Place TV show. We have a great show for you. Number one, my co-host, Lauren Solomon, is here, and I am going to introduce you to someone who has been on Shark Tank and won, and show you how to get some custom-made earphones. I know you thought only GZ and all those guys could get this cool, but now you can too. So stay with us. This is the Right Place. Hey, thanks for staying with us. You guys are in for a treat. If you are a big fan of Shark Tank, you've probably already seen you already know about Origami Audio, she'll call it, or Origadio. Origadio. I keep saying it wrong, but you probably already know about this. You were on Shark Tank. You have this fantastic business growing. You've grown the products. The new headphones that we're going to talk about, they were not something that you brought to Shark Tank. Is that right?
That's correct. Those are brand new.
Those are brand new. Okay, let's talk about your company. This is all kind of really exciting because it went from your head to actually being stuff.
Yeah, on shelves. It's an amazing process.
So what's going through your head when you first think of this thing and say, hey, buddy, I'm sorry, who's your partner?
So my partner is Jason Lukash.
Okay, and you go to Jason and say?
Yeah, it's kind of came out of necessity, which most ideas do from young entrepreneurs. Jason and myself are traveling about 200 plus nights a year in hotels. Okay. So constantly on the road, but we both have this passion for music. And it was back when airlines started charging for weight and everything. So we had these big bulky speakers with us that we just didn't want to check anymore. So we thought there has to be a better way. Everybody says that when they first come out with something. So we took we saw Chinese takeout boxes, and we saw how they flat folded, so you could flat pack them into anything like your laptop sleeve or luggage or backpack or anything. And we thought if we could make a concept with a speaker built into that, it'd be perfect. Voila. As you have your fold and play recycled speakers, that's what came from there. And we also wanted to take it a step further and make it out of recycled material because we want to stay green at the same time. So it's one of the only green electronics that are out there.
That is awesome. So now you have the idea, you make your prototype. What's your next step?
From prototype to production, that's a lot of process. I mean, it's not a joke. Yeah, you never nail it the first time. Let's just say that. So it took a lot of drawing board time and testing and everything to just nail it down perfect. So that took a long time. And then also from getting it from production to shelves is another process. You don't just make a product and knock on Best Buy's door and then all of a sudden it's on shelves. It's a long process. I mean, there's so many people trying to pitch their businesses to get into shelves and everything. Retail is pretty ruthless.
Yes.
So we started, we took a little outside the box approach and started with selling it to more mom and pop shops, some green eco stores. I mean, some of our bigger retailers like Crate and Barrel, American Eagle, you wouldn't think to have electronic sections. But we started in those sectors and those retail channels and then slowly grew into the electronics field.
So it's really about thinking out of the box, going about it a different way. You're going the same places that everybody else is going, but you're taking a different door.
Exactly.
And taking a different pathway. That's pretty cool. That's pretty smart thinking. So let's just talk about the different products and what developed first. Now, of course, we're really in love with your hot new headphones that can be customized, but which product came first?
So we started with the fold and play. This was our first original idea because of the necessity for traveling with small, compact speakers. So that was the first, and then from there, we developed a product called the Rocket, which is a portable vibration speaker. So walk with me for a second. What you do is you plug the Rocket into your audio device, like cell phones, laptops, whatever. And then the other end of it, you stick onto any random object around the house, Tupperware, microwave, lampshades, cardboard boxes. And then through vibration technology, it turns those objects into speakers.
Now that's awesome because my laptop that I use in the kitchen, the speaker is really soft. So if I run water, I can't hear.
Yeah, laptop speakers are pretty poor.
Right.
But the bigger object, bigger sound. It's something that we call it the jaw dropper, because when we show it off at trade shows or to people, family, friends, your jaw just drops. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So that's been real successful. That's actually our third version. We keep improving upon it year after year.
Okay.
So that's something you have to do in the electronics world is
Yes.
improve upon yourself.
Yes, you got to give them a new version. And then the Epishock.
So the Epishock is like the Rocket, but we call it the Rocket on steroids. It's about 10 times as powerful. So if you can imagine that, it takes entire flat surfaces and turns those into speakers. So your table, desks, conference room, any big object. I mean, we threw it on like the bottom of a rowboat. It just rumbles. So this thing is super powerful. It's also, you can plug any other speakers you want into it. So if you already have laptop speakers that you like or desktop speakers you like, you can almost use this as a subwoofer. It's that powerful. And just this tiny, you know?
That is amazing.
So
that's
yeah, so the Epishock we actually just launched this year, and it's been a real hot item for us. And I mean, look at the lunchbox.
I know. Who does not want the lunchbox?
I mean,
you guys want the lunchbox.
packaging sells.
Packaging absolutely sells.
When people see that, they want it right away. They don't even know what's inside.
Yeah.
They think it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It's like
we call that the silent sale.
it's perfect. I got my sandwich and my speakers. Okay, and then these are super cool. And because, listen, a lot of you guys that watch WrightPlace TV are entertainers in the entertainment industry. So I was thinking about you when I saw these. I think these are really hot.
It's amazing. It's been a real hot seller for us, and it's been an idea we've been thinking about for a long time. And we take a look at the headphone market. It's pretty much dominated by 4 or 5 brands, where like Bose, Beats by Dre, Skull Candy, and Soul. And all of those they're choosing what styles you have to wear.
Yes.
We took a look at it, and I mean, your music is also kind of your fashion as well. It's a fashion statement. You don't want a big B on the side of your head, or at least I don't, or whatever style Skull Candy decides to come out with. So we took the approach of, let's make it so the customer, the individual, can take their own uniqueness and put it onto their headphones.
Absolutely.
And not only make a fashion statement as well. So it's super easy. Anybody can just go to our website, upload images, artwork, patterns, designs, and we custom print your own headphones in about 3 to 5 days.
And just, you can do it just a
One
single
off,
piece.
one off, not mass production.
Fabulous.
So we took it one step further with our new Origaudio marketplace, where we're working with some up and coming celebrities so that they have their own signature lines, because the likes of a Beats isn't going to have, you know, DJ Billy Bob from Alabama, you know, headphone line. You know, it's just not going to happen.
Right.
So we're able to facilitate and help those people get their own signature lines.
And there are a lot of people who have fans who would absolutely invest in this.
Oh, of course, of course. I mean, nobody's more passionate about those small upcoming artists and celebrities like their fan base.
But actually, even for my family, I mean, we all travel so much, and we all have headphones, and how much cooler would it be to have like a family logo, family, like a crest?
Like a family crest, yeah, we see a lot of those
Mm-hmm.
come through.
So we had a family photo shoot recently, and I'm thinking everybody might be receiving a personalized Solomon family set for Christmas.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Perfect.
forget the family photos with the sunglasses. Everybody's
Right?
going to have family photos with these.
Give them
So
something
that's
to
the new
use.
thing.
Exactly, and it's an affordable thing to have a customized headphone for just $69.
That's amazing.
I mean, whereas the other,
Perfect.
you know, mega headphone companies, you're just helping the rich get richer.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just licensing it, and it's you know, you need something for you. You need to brand yourself. Want to brand yourself differently. Want people to listen to your music. Want an influencer to listen to your music. How much more would they listen to your music if you sent them the CD and your own personalized headphones?
Yeah.
You think that might get through? That
Of
could
course,
get through.
of course.
And
I
from a
think it's
pure
awesome.
fashion and style perspective, I wouldn't mind having an earphone wardrobe to coordinate with all my outfits when I travel.
Your green plaid or your oranges. I mean,
Exactly.
everything.
It becomes an honoring accessory.
It is, it really is.
This is
Fashion
really,
for your
really
ears.
great.
Very cool.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Shark Tank experience and what it's like to grow a business. This young man has some great products, and we're having a lot of fun with Mike, but there's a serious side, and he has some really serious thoughts about business, and I want to share that with you guys too. So stay with us. We'll be right back. This is The Right Place.
It is about balancing our choices between the gray of the concrete jungle and the stunning beauty of the real one. Between a stoic facade of granite and the fury of the canyon. Between deafness and the presence of breathtaking music. Between blindness and blinding beauty. It's why there's EarthShare, the simple way to find balance. EarthShare is the workplace giving program bringing the leading environmental groups under one umbrella. Support EarthShare, support them all. EarthShare. Please ask your employer about workplace giving. To learn more, please visit our website.
Right, you're watching WrightPlace TV, and we're talking about fashion for your ears. We're here with Mike Cisnek. He's created the Origami of Audio, Org Audio, and he has all these different products. And congratulations on your Shark Tank win.
Thank you.
I know it's not brand new, so you're a little bit
Yeah.
over it, but
No, never over it.
but I know the audience would be fascinated to hear, what your experience is like. So
Yeah, of course.
when you and your partner decided you even wanted to go for Shark Tank, what was the conversation that you had?
So the process, it's kind of a long process, whereas a lot of people would see us at trade shows and say, oh, you guys have to be on Shark Tank, you have to be on Shark Tank. We kind of like weren't really familiar with the show too much, and we're like, we're okay on that. But once we realized like the kind of exposure that it can really do to a business, we really jumped on the opportunity. So what you do is you film a little audition video just to make sure you're camera worthy and you have a good story and everything like that. And then so you send that in, and about like 3 or 4 months later, we got a call from a producer saying that they want to consider us. We made it to the next stage. And another like month or two later, then they say, okay, you guys are going to come out. We want you to be a part of the filming process. So you have to work. You get assigned to a producer. They work with you, kind of like creating your pitch for the sharks, because you want you to be as prepared as possible. And then you fly out to LA, and it's like I say to everybody, it's the realest reality show on TV. It's not like Fear Factor or how many bugs can you eat or anything. It's true businesses being pitched to true investors. Nothing is scripted or anything like that. You're going out there, you do your pitch, and they give you direct feedback. I mean, you guys only saw maybe like about a 10 to 12 minute clip of what happened. But we were in there getting grilled by the sharks for about an hour and a half.
Wow, 90 minutes. So you really have to know your numbers.
You have to know your numbers. You have to know industry statistics, where your business is going, where you guys came from. I mean, everything about your business you have to know, because you're going to get asked about it. So that was a lot of late nights of studying on everything to be completely prepared, because you want to make the cut and make it to air, and we did.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you
and you also don't want to come off as a dummy.
Yeah, right. Not knowing what your sales are. Now the thing is about Shark Tank is that even though you have filmed all of that, if it does not go to air, nothing happens with you, or what?
It doesn't go to air, but you can still work with the sharks if they were super, passionate about your product or business plan.
But the bottom line, it is entertaining, and you've got to be interesting.
You have to be interesting. So, yeah.
Yep, we invited him on here because it's finally somebody with crazier hair than me. This is interesting. I'm always looking for that. The whole thing about Shark Tank is a lot of people are sort of afraid of being too over the top. Do you feel like you can overdo it, or do most people hold back too much?
From a presenter standpoint, I think you could overdo it, where they may not, the sharks may not take you so seriously. Because like I said before, it is a serious, business engagement. Just it's filmed. That's the only difference. So I mean, you have to have that personality and that wit and that humor, but I think there's a fine line by going over the top.
Okay.
So we rode along it a little bit.
Was it just you and Jason, or did you have a whole bigger team?
No, it was just myself and Jason. At that point in the company's history, it was just myself and Jason as well, running everything, wearing all the hats like an entrepreneur does.
Yes.
That's what we do.
That's it. Wear every hat, wear every earphone. So tell me, what do you think about when you see some of the shark, they're not the sharks, they're the people presenting, but they have a really big group. Like sometimes they've got, the pitching people, and then they've got a girl showing this and another person over here and a juggler on the side. They've just got a lot going on. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, each business is different. Sometimes, if it's a clothing line or anything, you may need to see it on an actual model. I think smaller is better. Simple is best, because that way it's just the true entrepreneur. Because a lot of the times they're buying into the jockey. The product's one thing, but the entrepreneur, the guys who started the company, that's who they're also buying into for the long haul. Because I mean, maybe a product is going to be fatted out, but if you have a good entrepreneur and a good manager, then it could really continue, and they can build upon that product to the next one, the next, the next.
Now, the fact that you guys are innovating you're doing this now, but when you were first there with the first product and you're saying we're going to innovate, I mean, how do you really convey that that's going to happen? Because everybody always says we're going to innovate, we're going to do more, but you know.
We kind of had it already there presented. The fact that none of us are electrical engineers, none of us are audio engineers. We're two marketing guys who know how to develop cool, unique products that people are going to love.
I love that.
I mean,
yeah.
we come out with about 3 to 4 products every year. We just had our 4th year anniversary last week.
Okay.
So we have 12 products. So we're staying on pace. We have 2 more products that will launch before January as well.
Very good. Very good. Anything coming out for Christmas we can
Of course. It's the holiday season.
So we got some goodies.
Yeah, some great Bluetooth stuff.
Okay.
The Epishoc's people have been buying that, even though it's still early for Christmas, but people have still been picking that up because it's just a great gift. It's the perfect gift to give for somebody you just don't know what to get because it's that unique and that cool, and everybody loves music.
Yeah.
And it works on anything. The Epishock is just that's an amazing piece of technology. So here you are, marketing guys. What's it like to work with the engineers? They have a completely different mindset than you, so I want to hear what your experience is.
So we're thinking here in practicality, and they keep it about here. Because our ideas are just through the roof, like, no, it needs to do this, all the bells and whistles, you know, it's got to amaze. And they're like, but it can only really do this. But no, make it happen here. So it's sometimes a conflict of interest, so you have to meet in the middle with the engineers and the brain trust. So it could be a challenge. But
yeah. If you're one of those people that can't go with the flow, yeah, because I know that's fun. But we love engineers because they make stuff that works.
Oh, I know. Nothing in this world would exist without engineers.
You're right. So we got to work with them. And then what do you find with you and Jason? What did you guys find was the most difficult part of having your own business?
The most difficult part is nothing comes easy. You have to, I mean, for start, it was our first business. It still is our first business. So you have to learn everything along the way. I mean, you don't think about accounting techniques. You don't think about sales cycles. You don't think about all these other things. You're just thinking about products and getting it to the masses. You know, those 2 steps. Everything else behind the scenes can really keep you up late at night.
Okay.
So that's one difficult thing. And working with China is difficult as well. I mean, I'm not going to lie.
A lot of people think, I'm just going to go find a manufacturer and life is going to be beautiful.
Exactly. 1-800-China. Yeah, can you make this? It doesn't work like that.
Okay. All right. So just
A
so you guys know.
lot of trials and tribulations with
A lot of trials. You can teach a class just on that and just
of course,
really
of course.
Handling that.
And then the other thing I tell people is, like, when you start a business, there's so many hurdles. You just have to keep your eyes on the finish line.
Absolutely. Any questions from Lauren?
Well, I'm so impressed with all the innovation, and of course it's coming from young, clear, clean minds who believe that everything this high can be done. Are you working with any next generation? Are you bringing a next generation up behind you already?
Oh yeah, of course. Me and Jason are the oldest guys in the company, and we're constantly hiring.
They're 12.
And we're constantly hiring young, just to keep those ideas fresh. Because I mean, the college mind is very, very strong, and they know what's hip, unique, cool. So we're constantly hiring just fresh out of college.
Excellent.
Do you feel that
Nothing against the older generations,
No,
but it's just the way of the world.
An innovation that's happening here that is relevant to a generation. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's very cool.
I love the DJs and I love what they're doing, and I love the mouse. He's not paying me for sponsorship or anything like that, but you know who I'm talking about. And you get to see all of these DJs that are using their own headphones. How important is that for their branding? Let's just talk about branding for a minute.
The branding, I think it actually is important because they're really just exposing themselves to even more and more masses. So if you have, like we talked about, Billy Bob the DJ from Alabama, if he has those headphones, it's just getting more people out to the mouse or to DJ XYZ. So I think exposure is everything, especially something that you're walking around with. It's like you're a walking billboard pretty much for that artist or that brand or that company.
And I see somebody, more than one person, I see several people strolling down the street with their headphones all the time.
Oh, of course. I mean, I travel a lot. I see tons of people in the airports, and whenever somebody sees a design that I've figured to wear, they always ask, where is that from? That's cool, that's unique, that's artistic. Whereas it's just a simple B with a circle or bows. I mean, it's pretty plain Jane.
Or something that they picked up in the airport shop. on their way to the plane.
Yes.
That's the kind of thing when everybody
Yes.
starts using the same thing, then you have something unique. It truly stands out.
Exactly.
Now, can we use these on the plane instead of planes?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's universal headphone jack.
I spend a lot of time on planes. Thank you.
Excellent. And how's the quality?
It's good. It's real good. It's about 8 out of 10
Okay.
by most audiophiles.
Oh, we can talk to the engineers about that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, tell us a little bit. We're going to take a quick break, but when
Okay.
we come back, I want you to tell us about where you see your company going and how you and Jason sort of work together to plot out the future of the company. Because it's not just you going, we're going here. You have somebody you have to talk to.
Of course.
So, well, we're going to be right back. If you want to really learn about growing your business and branding and just some really cool stuff, you need to stay here. This is the right place.
Can I ask a few questions about the apartment on Park Street?
What was your name?
My name is Juan Hernandez.
It's been rented.
Hello, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I am calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It just rented.
My name is Tyrone Washington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street.
It's not available.
I use a wheelchair and...
It's gone.
Hello, my name is Graham Wellington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim, call us.
Hello, little prince.
Mother, what we gonna do today?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. This is Dr. Wright. We have my co-host, Soren. Soren, now you have a new name, Lauren Solomon. And Mike Cisnick is here. He is from Org Audio. This is the origami of audio. This is the thing that started off this entire empire, this sound empire, this beautiful branding opportunity. Let's talk about the company and some of the great awards that you've gotten, because I'm very serious. We're having a lot of fun here today, but he's been sharing some really serious business information with you. But
well, some of the awards we've gotten, most recently, we were just on Inc.'s fastest growing companies, number 305. We've also been Time Magazine Best Inventions of the Year for the Fold and Play speakers, 2009. Last year, we got the huge honor for Entrepreneurs of the Year, which is through Entrepreneur Magazine.
Nice.
Which is a huge honor. Shark Tank, and some other industry awards too, like fastest growing company we got most recently in the promotional distribution industry.
very good, very good. So everybody's taking notice. Everybody's watching you guys.
Oh yeah, we're on some people's radar.
Yes.
I mean, we're a small fish in the huge electronics world, but we're that fish that has the tie-dye T-shirt and the afro.
Absolutely.
I like to say. We're always trying to make everything different, unique.
Absolutely. So before we went on break, I asked you what it's like for you guys to decide on what your path is going to be and where you see your company going.
Well, kind of along the lines of the designers' headphones, we see the industry of people wanting to personalize their everythings. We see people with personalized T-shirts. Now we have personalized headphones. We see that being the way of the future. People are personalizing shoes. So customization on a mass scale is where we see a lot of things going, and where we're aligning our company to form with that. So that's why we have the custom headphones. We were the first person to ever come out with customized speakers about 2 years ago. So we're just keeping that mentality for products that we move forward. That as well with virtual inventory programs. So a lot of e-commerce sites, they don't want to hold any stock or commit to 700 SKUs of a purple anything. So what we're doing is this virtual inventory program where we're able to print on demand, so people don't have to have any risk, but all the reward of selling a virtual product on their website or their e-commerce store.
So let's talk a little bit about how the e-commerce store works. Is that everything is sitting there and people can order?
So if you go to Disney.com and you get a Cinderella speaker, that product doesn't exist anywhere. We print and make it and ship it to the customer on demand on behalf of Disney through back-end web systems. So it works a lot like that. But it's also easy because anybody could make an e-store, just take our virtual renderings, throw them on their website, and all of a sudden they have a whole headphone company or a whole speaker company, and we do all the hard work on the back end.
That's amazing. That's amazing what you can do with the web.
Exactly. I mean, they don't have to worry about a thing. and just sit back and collect checks.
Well, and it sounds like that's something that anyone could do who has a product and really has an interest in reaching a broader marketplace.
Yeah.
That customization would be the way to go for
Exactly.
them.
I mean, it's kind of the model for a lot of non-custom products too, kind of like Amazon. Amazon warehouses a lot of stuff,
Sure.
but at the same time, they also work with a lot of independent suppliers or manufacturers like myself that would just ship direct, and they just stock it online.
Very good, very good.
Very cool.
This is really pretty exciting. So tell us, I want to know what's coming out for Christmas. What can I look forward to? Can I get a hint?
We're big on secrets.
You can see it all. www.origadio.com. ORIGAUDIO.com. Now we have some cool stuff coming out with Bluetooth technology. A second version of the headphones is on the horizon as well. New and improved. Not saying there's anything wrong with these.
So
these are
wait.
awesome.
So I should wait.
No, jump on it now.
No, get your
on them
headphones now. So you can have version 1 and version 2. That's you're only cool if you have every evolution of the version.
Trust me, that's my history.
We're good now. Thank you so much for coming out. It's been great having you.
Thank you very, very much.
So listen, you guys, seriously, it's really about customization. He just taught some really fantastic branding principles that you really need to think about. And like I said, my tribe, you guys are all entertainers. You're all entrepreneurs. If you don't see something in here for yourself, you're not looking, and you're not taking advantage of how you can put yourself ahead of the crowd. They took on the electronics industry. That's pretty tough.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. And Best Buy
Bold.
isn't even around anymore almost. So, so they're still here, and you can be here too, as long as you're staying ahead of the crowd. Any last words for entrepreneurs before we go?
Never stop. Don't be the guy who's sitting back on the couch and sees your product on TV and like, oh, I had that idea. Jump on it today. Start today. Don't let anything hold you back.
Very good. Thank you guys for watching. Go to WrightPlaceTV.com. You'll get links to everything so you can find exactly where they are. If you didn't get it and you couldn't understand my pronunciation of the websites, we'll have everything there. Thank you for watching. Remember, ignoring one's conscience is neither safe nor right. And I'll see you next time.